Hits 105.5. That was Bruno Mars with 24 Karat Magic. Okay, I've been talking about it all morning. Oh, thanks for starting your day with Tracy K. Appreciate it. All right, I've been talking about it all morning long that I'm going to have someone at 10 o'clock. Miss Eileen is here, and joining us in the studio, I have Joe Labor.
It is Joe Labor. He's right here next to me.
Joe
I could touch him. He is touching me. I'm right here. I am touching him. He's touching. We are hugging right now.
I have Joe
Everybody
Labor.
a hug for you guys.
I have Joe Labor. Yes.
This is awesome.
This is awesome. Welcome, Joe Labor. I am so happy you're here, and you're helping me with a project, which we will talk about later. Okay. However, I told you that I am going to be a hard news reporter, and I'm going to ask tough questions, Joe Labor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you about the radio business.
Oh, okay.
And I have all kinds of things in store for you.
I'm ready.
So, how long have you been in the radio business?
Oh, boy. I'll start by saying I graduated from International College of Broadcasting in 91.
Oh, good year.
So I can't do math very well.
91.
That's 32
Yeah.
years ago.
And went right into radio and still do it today. So, yeah. A long time, I guess.
Yeah.
33 years old.
33?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
33. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Because I've been married 30 years and I was married.
You ladies are smart. Good job on the math.
Well,
yeah.
I have a child that was born in 93.
Okay,
so I kind
you
of
can
base
relate
it between
to the
I was
early
married
90s.
in 93.
Yeah. Let's just say we were still playing 45s and transitioning to CDs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And carts for commercials. Like everything that you put on the radio, you had to touch. Right? You couldn't just...
So cart you like plugged in though, right?
Like a VH tape.
Like a VH tape.
Yeah,
okay.
or like a... what do you call those? 8-tracks. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Like an 8-track. Yeah, so 8-tracks were your commercials. So, I mean, you were in the studio touching everything, answering the phone, taking requests.
Oh, whoa.
Talking all between it.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what led you to a career in radio and
Well, it's
broadcasting?
interesting. I'll make the story short that's long. I went to ICB to become a sports broadcaster.
Really?
To broadcast baseball games.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to be the
You
color.
love baseball.
Yeah, right. I wanted to be color commentary like Harry Carey. I didn't want to do the serious stats. The guy that was the Cubs announcer. I watched him on WGN, so I wanted to emulate him and be him. Oh. Yeah. Then Steve Stone, the smart person, would give all the stats and be all the be official. And so I went there to be a baseball broadcaster.
You would be.
Yeah.
You really would be
thank
good
you.
I
at
want you
that.
to know if Harry Carey was still alive, he'd want to be Joe Labor. I want you to know. He'd want to be Joe Labor.
I'll say this, holy cow! So, yeah, it's interesting. So I went there. My first day, we were in the studio, because that's what I asked ICB, the administrator and the radio teacher, can I be in the studio the first day? And they're like, yeah, we take you into the studio the first day. So the radio teacher, Tommy Collins, said, we're going to cue up a record.
Okay.
Then we're going to put your headphones on, and we're going to talk over the intro. You know what I'm... talk over the intro, but we're going to cue up the... So I talked over the intro, and I was hooked. I then said I want to be a DJ for music.
Yes.
I want to be a music DJ. No more sports, that 1 second, that one moment, and I want to help community. I want to be a part of the community and be a part of a radio station that's a part of the community. It's amazing that one moment in time changed everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that fabulous how it does that?
And I have some more about that as well. So, what was your first gig?
Oh,
what was your first job in radio?
WPTW in Piqua. It was the 1570 AM. Then they just had a 50,000 watt flamethrower. Was the clear 95.7 attached to it, and it was easy listening.
Okay.
So I would work the overnight weekends, and I would not talk. I would just play the music on CD at that point.
Okay.
Play the commercials, and then somebody canned the weather. And then they're like, you don't talk. You're not good enough to talk. Okay, that's okay. And then go over.
I'm learning, I'm trying, I'm growing.
And
Okay,
then go over to the AM, and it was a reel-to-reel automation system of big band music. And the reels would end, and you would have to replace them, and it would be in sync. So that was the automation. So I was in the building.
He was the automation.
Yeah, I was
You
the automation.
were the automation.
Midnight to 6, weekends. That was the first gig.
So when you actually cracked the mic, do you remember that moment, the first time you cracked the mic?
I'll never forget when the program director said, hey, after the weather, you can tell the time and temperature. Oh! You can tell the time and temperature?
You moved on.
My mom set her alarm For like, it would be like on the 20s. Like I would do it. So at 12:20, 1:20. So she would set her alarm whenever to wake up to hear me do the time and temperature. That's all I could say.
I want you to know.
The time and
That
temperature.
his mother would do that. His mother
I
would
love
have
that.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, time and temp. Yeah, that was my first cracking open up the mic.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's going to be some more questions. There's going to be some more with Joe Labor, and I have his best friend Eileen.
Oh, yes.
I share.
Yes.
I do share with Eileen with you. It's all right. Yes, we're all together. All right, there's going to be more with Joe Labor and Miss Eileen. We're going to first play. I'm allowed to play this song because we know it really irritates someone here. We love her. We know her. It is Michelle, and she told me I could play this song because we do love this song. Yeah. Coming up next, it's Fireflies by Owl City. It's Hits 105.5. Hits 105.5. That was Carly Rae Jepsen with Call Me Maybe. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday morning. In the studio with me, I have Joe Labor and Eileen Hix.
Have you seen that video, Carly Rae Jepsen's
I know,
video?
isn't it cute?
It's
I love
awesome.
it.
The
It's so
surprise
cute.
ending is amazing.
I know.
Okay, now I'm writing stuff down
Yeah, the
because I got to
surprise
watch
ending.
a movie now, and now I got to watch a video.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. You have a movie, you have assignments,
Yes,
Eileen.
A show, a movie,
Yes.
and a video.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're catching up with Joe Labor because he's helping me, him and Eileen are helping me with the project, and I'll talk about that later. However, I'm asking him questions because I am now a hard news woman that asks the tough questions to Joe Labor.
Barbara Walters
Yes.
of the
Yes,
radio.
I'm not
Baba,
really.
baba.
I love it.
Okay, so many people here in Sydney recognize your voice.
Oh,
you were
boy.
here. So what have you been up to lately?
yeah.
What do you do now, Joe Labor?
So I'm blessed to have my own home studio.
So cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's fun. It's called A Cup of Joe Media. So I do a little radio and a lot of social media. So I'm a content creator. In radio and broadcasting, we're content creators. We're creating a show. We're creating a commercial. We're creating a vibe. So that's what I do. Small brands, small nonprofits. I create vibes and social media content for small brands and nonprofits. And it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, well, so that's interesting. When you first started in the radio, you were talking about carts and all this stuff. Can you believe in the years how far we've come with technology and that you could do a business like that?
Yeah.
That is fantastic, Joe Labor.
It's amazing. Technology is available to anybody to be a content creator. Be a podcaster, be a YouTuber, be on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I watch, so you do have videos where it's called A Cup of Joe Media. Thank you very much. You gave me a coffee mug. I'm going to drink my coffee. Do you like
With
coffee?
lots of kisses, yes.
Yeah. Do you like coffee, by the way? That is one of my questions.
Oh, yeah. So I homebrew Winans plug in the morning.
Okay.
Regular caffeinated coffee, flavored, peppermint bark this morning.
Ooh.
Then when I go to events or have coffee chats with folks or meet people at coffee shops, which I love to do, I drink decaf.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't sleep at night. I can only handle so much caffeine.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You used to do the morning show here.
Yeah.
And
Crack it on.
Yeah.
I heard, it's tough. A morning show host, it's tough. I
Yeah.
mean, I get here at 6.
Yeah.
But I heard that you would have that same energy that you have now at like 5 a.m. Is that true, Joe Labor?
That is true. Thanks to coffee.
Yeah.
His personality,
Michelle
that's
says,
who he is.
right.
And so I wonder when he was doing the overnight if he wasn't growing into the person that we hear now.
Right.
Because he had to have gotten there from somewhere.
Right, exactly.
Because I can't imagine that from obviously baseball commentating to wanting to this is who I want to be.
Right.
And then who knew you were going to be this?
I know.
Who knew you were going to be Joe Labor? I mean,
Yeah, who
you
knew
even know
that?
what that means.
you know you were Joe Labor, but you were Joe Labor. Yeah, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, and I will say this, working the overnights, asking the morning show host if I could hang with them, get
and
them
observe.
coffee, get them McDonald's, get them their show prepped, rip off news from the AP Wire, get their show ready, get their first hour of CDs out and carts. They were like, yeah, you can stay, just be in the background. So I learned so much from morning host over the years by working the overnight shift, because eventually I went from weekends to full-time overnight. So I kind of became the morning show producer. So I'd work 6 hours, overnight. Then I'd stay the 4 for the morning show for free, pro bono, just to learn.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the best way to learn.
Yeah.
And one of the things, and I know you'll agree just by saying that, you just show up.
Yes.
And whatever you can do to help, you absorb and you learn. And that's really what I did here.
Yeah. Show up.
And just showing up, and I'd go to remotes, and I would just show up, and they couldn't get rid of me.
And that's awesome that they couldn't, because now look at you. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you, Tracy K.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Well, and another thing, I watch your videos on staying positive.
Oh, yeah.
And you always have, so you take a message and you keep it positive. And so how do you stay positive?
Oh, boy. Hanging around people like you. Really, seriously, hanging around positive people who see the world differently.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that see it for good.
Right.
For a purpose.
Exactly.
And I want to encourage those who don't. So I got to hang around everybody, right? You got to hang around everybody.
You do.
Yeah. You can't.
All means all.
All means all. So,
Everywhere, all means all.
Yeah. So you hope that it really honestly touches me more than I think it touches other people. If that makes sense, like the writing of it, the recording of it. And then once it's on there, I don't ever watch it or see it again. It's just, but that writing of it every week keeps me focused, and it really helps me. So it comes from, inner peace and being positive. So that keeps me motivated. But being around people, just people. Yeah. Like Eileen's a people person.
I'm
a people person. So being here, is making my day, now my weekend, and probably into the week.
We so appreciate you being here.
I just want you to know we've gotten 3 texts about how wonderful we all are on the radio.
That would be Eileen. It's wonderful. But look who's behind the mic. Look who's working the board. I feel like this is awesome because I'm just hanging out talking with my friends. I don't have to press a button, worry about the time, worry about doing the timer temperature.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's 10:38. What is the temperature?
Yeah, wait a minute. Here we go. Yeah, Tracy K, do it.
44 degrees outside.
Okay.
I love how she goes to that different voice when she does the timer.
I know, right?
I do. Yeah. That's the same voice that I use Dave Matthews Band, because I'll get to that here in a sec, because I have to go.
What would you say, Eileen's theme song?
Yes.
Yeah, I stream you all the time, by the way. I stream Hits 105.5 all the time.
Isn't it interesting to hear that somebody listens to you?
Oh, I love it, because I listen to him too. Right. I watch the videos. I watch his videos positive, because it's funny. And the reason I love your videos is because there might be a morning where I'm just feeling a certain way, and you are the first thing that pops up in my newsfeed.
Yeah.
And I'll see that video, and I instantly feel better. And then I have to go back and go, oh, did I like it? Because I forget to like it.
Don't worry about that. I'm very humbled. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's good to know you're making a difference.
Oh, absolutely.
You do.
Behind a microphone.
Yeah. And even if you don't see that, somebody watched it and you touched somebody.
Yeah. It's not about the reactions or the comments. It's just about putting yourself out there, showing up, and positivity is contagious.
It is. That's why you like Ted Lasso.
It is contagious. That's why I love Ted Lasso. It's contagious.
We're gonna get Eileen
right down.
Yeah.
I got him
Believe.
Yes, I got my believe button right now. I do.
I love it.
I have 5 Ted Lasso. I am such a nerd. I have 5 Ted Lasso shirts.
I almost bought one at Kohl's the other day, but it was not my size. It was too big, and I thought, well, I should buy it and just float in it. But I'm gonna get a Ted Lasso shirt. I want one.
Amazon. I even have a Roy Kent shirt, because I have a major crush on him. Are they
spinning off a show with him?
Oh, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's gonna be more, because we got more. I got more with Joe Labor and Eileen. Yes, it's gonna be fun. And I'm just throwing in my Lady Gaga song because I just feel like dancing. All right, we're gonna come back with more with Joe and Eileen. I know you're all like, what year is this? It's 2024.
It is 2024. Welcome to the past future.
All right, it's Just Dance by Lady Gaga. It's Hits 105.5. Hits 105.5. It's currently 44 degrees here in the upper Miami Valley. It's cloudy, but it's not here in the studio because I have Joe Labor and Eileen Hix. Good morning, Joe Labor and Eileen Hix.
Good morning.
The sun is shining. Wait, where is the quote here? Now, wait, I got to find it.
Yeah, you got to.
Eileen Hix. She brings the sunshine and love. That is on her studio here at Fender Broadcasting, her own studio, her door tag. I took a picture of it. And look, even the paint is shining.
I know. It shines. So that brings me to one of the I'm going to wrap it up and then I'll say why I'm doing all this. Okay, so you were here at this station from what year to what year?
That is in question because I can't remember. I've been here 3 times.
3 times, okay.
Yeah, so I don't remember
which one was which.
But the longest was the last stint.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it was 10 years, but I don't know how long ago.
Okay.
I'm terrible with time. Terrible. It's just
had to be 5 years ago.
Stand still sometime.
I think 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 or 6.
Yeah. Well, 2017. Yeah. I met you at a scarf event.
Oh, yeah. That's
and right. I listened to you all the time. I loved listening to you.
Thank you.
And I still listen to you. So I was with my friends, Kurt and Julie Amon. This story I talk about all the time. And when there's an anniversary, I still post this. So I wanted to get into radio. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's Joe Labor. And Kurt goes, Tracy, have you met Joe Labor? He's a regular guy.
He is a regular guy.
And I'm like, no, he's not. Just your energy. I was like, no, come here. And so Kurt and Julie just had this big smile on their face. They introduced, and like Shelby caught the moment. And that, my reaction to meeting you, that is 100% genuine, how I felt in the moment. And they said, she knows a lot about music. And you said, you know what? I'd love to have somebody call in the morning with music news.
Yeah.
Would you do that? And I was like, yes, I do. Because I really wanted to do this. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I had all these ideas. And so it started like that. We started in 2017, and I would call you in. And the very first time I called you, I was so nervous. And my friend told me, she said, let your personality shine. You're talking to Joe Labor. Listen to that personality. And so, like, I heard myself, and you'd email me the audio.
Yep.
And so I would listen to that over and over, and I practice, and like I would do this every day. And like the next week, you were always so positive. You did great. But the next week you go, whoa. And I was like, I've been practicing. I've been studying.
Yeah.
But what I would do is I'd call you at 6:30 in the morning. I was a school bus driver. I'd jump on my bus, do my bus route. But you are the one that put me on the radio. So this is why I'm doing this. And another thing is the connections that you started here, we continue here on Hits 105.5. Eileen,
Joe is a collaborator.
Yeah.
He is.
He pulls people to him. He doesn't expect to be the smartest person in the room or the best person in the room.
Right.
The problem is he is. He is. But he brings people with him that can fill in all of those places, and that's why it works so well.
It does.
That's why it works so well. But his personality, and he's wonderful, and he loves Jesus, and I love him. So I mean, I'm a big fan to begin with. So that's how it all works. But he brings people in. Now, who are still a part of this?
Well, you, number one.
Yes.
And I'm going to thank you on each and every one of them that you have brought here, that I have made friendships. So, Miss Eileen.
Yes.
Suzanne Klein.
We just talked about Suzanne.
Suzanne Klein.
Hi, Suzanne.
We do weekly events brought to you by Castor Landscaping Monday mornings at 8:40. We still do Talk of the Town.
Yeah.
But we have City Manager Andrew Bauscher now, and that's brought to us by Clancy's. And
I love it.
This is important. These are important.
These are important.
This is how we get paid, Tracy.
Yes.
K.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have the adoptable pet of the week.
Oh.
This week it's Burton, and he is super cute. Please go adopt him. That is brought to us by Tri-County Veterinary Service.
He needs his forever home.
Yes.
He does need his forever home. Thank you so much. We have Living United.
Yes.
Yeah, it's now with Carla Young, but Scott Barr, you started with Scott
For all
Barr.
those years,
Yeah. And Keno.
Oh, Keno knows Entertainment Jones.
And she said hello, by the way.
Oh, I love Keno.
Yeah.
You met her at an event, standing in line at an event.
At an event in line.
Yeah.
And in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Of all places. But before you go on, I want to say, Tracy K, when I met you, I knew you were the real deal as soon as I met you.
Oh,
I just knew it. Same way with Eileen. And I bring people in because my voice and just me on the radio is pretty annoying. I bring people in to make it fun, to make it exciting. I want to bring voices in that aren't mine. People that, when I see a talent in somebody.
That's not true at
He
all.
values people.
Yeah.
He values people.
Your voice is not annoying.
Yeah,
I enjoy
value
your
people.
voice.
Yeah, he values people.
Well, Kino says hello.
Yes. Hello, Kino.
All
Yes.
means all.
All means all.
So here's a few more questions, but thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I'm glad the
I've made-
legacy of guests are continuing. That's community radio at its best.
Which is what you wanted.
That's what you want. That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah. Oh, Living United is brought to us by Allison's Custom Jewelry, serving you for over 40 years.
Yes.
And
Oh, and real quick, it's thanks to the person sitting in
I
the
know. And
the
she's
lobby.
content. Yes,
Yes,
Michelle has. And
It's all thanks to Fender Broadcasting.
That's right.
For bringing this station back to life and keeping it local.
yeah.
Yeah, keeping it local.
And
Yes,
and you
that's the heart.
started this, and we've continued on.
I
And
love
this
it.
is my thank you to you.
Oh.
And Michelle
Yeah.
has entrusted me, and
Yeah.
God bless her.
She picked the right person.
I sometimes pinch every morning. I pull in,
Yeah.
and I think I'm really
Yeah.
doing this. And it started because of a chance meeting at a scarf event.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
But is
and-
anything a chance?
yeah,
It all
is.
starts with pets.
Yeah, it does. It does,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
we thank you so much. But I have 3 more questions,
Okay.
and then I will wrap it up. Okay, so what coworker did you have that used to put candies on your desk with positive affirmations?
Carrie.
Yes,
Carrie B.
yeah, I knew you'd.
Carrie B.
Okay,
I'm sure I'm going to fail some of these.
No. Well,
I
Because
hope.
my memory, right?
okay. When you would play a song, who would immediately come up to you and say, "Who sings this?"
Oh, my goodness. Michelle.
Yes, I tried to do the imitation, but it wasn't very good.
And then if, I could see on the screen, or I'd have to get the Billboard book of the Bible out. The
Bible
Billboard
out,
book of
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hot 100 hits.
Yeah.
We don't have those anymore.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean,
You
we
still
have
have
two
them,
of them.
Bible
I have-
paperback?
but they don't make them.
Right,
That's what
they
I
don't
mean.
make it.
No, I have 2 of them. I
Yeah.
have the hardback because remember I messaged you.
Yeah.
And you told me exactly where. Now I have 2 of them. I'm such
Those
a
are
nerd.
great.
I love them because I'm a nerd when it comes to music. All right. So who do you know that really just had enough with American Idol?
That had enough with the Kino Knows Entertainment Jones.
See, those
I mean,
were-
kick it to the. I mean, we're not talking about AI. I mean,
Stop
AI is
asking
different
me
now.
questions
Stop talking-
about
it.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions about American Idol.
Yeah.
Oh no. And I
was done
didn't
with
know
that. She
that. And I didn't know that
Yeah.
until like one time we were talking about American Idol. She said, "I've had enough."
I know, right? But what's interesting is, Hits 105.5 plays a lot of alumni from American Idol, right?
Because I am a nerd when it comes to that.
Yeah.
And I think I stopped watching Taylor Hix. I think that was I
the
liked him,
Battle of the
but
Taylors.
yeah,
Yeah.
I liked him, but I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah. But yes, we thank you because these
Yes.
shows are continuing
That's
on.
awesome.
And my project is I am actually going to school for this.
I know, which I love. This is a project for the certificate, the graduation.
is.
Yeah.
I go to Radio Connection out
Yeah.
of Los Angeles,
Wow.
and I started in September, and I was supposed to graduate in March, but I am graduating early.
Yeah.
And my project was to interview someone in the radio business, and I immediately thought of you and Eileen. I'm like, okay, just you and Eileen. Because you guys were really the first people that I talked to in radio. And I got the bug. And you had told me
Yeah.
that you said, once you get that
Oh,
bug.
yeah.
Yeah.
It never
You can't-
leaves.
It never
Yeah,
leaves.
it never leaves.
Yeah.
And so this is my thank you. And I get to turn this in for a grade.
Oh, wow.
And it really was. I was supposed to go to you, and you came to us.
Oh.
And the fact that you're back in
Yeah.
this building and
It's
people
awesome.
can hear you. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it's
I
a
held it
blessing.
together.
It is a
Now I'm
blessing.
crying,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Now
Tracy
I'm
K.
crying.
It's a blessing.
Well, that's okay. Michelle's
Bree,
crying.
It's a blessing, everybody. Thank
Michelle's
you.
crying in the lobby. Tracy's crying in the studio.
boy.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a good day.
It is
It is a good day.
It is a great day.
But thank you so much
Yes.
for doing this for my project, and I'm hoping I get an A.
Yes, and if not, well, blame me.
Yeah. Well, I do love radio, and I know that you love radio.
Yes.
You love music,
Absolutely.
you love facts, and you can go to a Cup of Joe Media. And I've looked at your Facebook page, and you do the same kind of stuff that I love. Ooh, that was back
Yeah.
in 1938, or that
Right.
was 68. That
Yeah.
song was #1. I love doing that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So much fun. Yeah.
It is.
And,
Keep doing it. Keep
and
doing it.
I will say one more thing. When I go out, and if I do a remote, every time I go out, somebody comes up to me and they go, we really miss Joe Labor.
Aw.
Yeah.
And, you know, I go, yeah. You know, I do too. So here y'all go. This is my gift to you, and and this will get me an A.
Yes.
I hope.
Well,
Professor, we know how to get to Los Angeles. Joe and I'll be there on the next
it's
flight.
online.
Yeah, let's fly.
If you don't give her a good grade, we'll be heading out there. Talk to you about it.
But who knew I could do a school online?
I know.
I mean,
That's
know,
cool.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, no idea I could go online and do this. And every day I'm like, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And all because Music Scoop and all that stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was wonderful. Thank you guys so
thank
much.
you. Wow.
And next week, you'll hear the segment, what would you say, Eileen?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
And continue to follow Joe and
Thank you.
Eileen. And she has her show here on Sunday mornings. And that's another
9:30
thing.
and 10:30.
Yeah.
Because of you two.
Because
Life changed.
Yep.
It
I
did-
have my
it
life
took us
changed.
several weeks to come up with that
It
name.
did.
Did
I
it?
love it.
Well, and you came up with Tracy K.
I did.
I just thought
know.
about that too. Yeah, you came up with Tracy K.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Probably because that's what
It
you
just
called her.
happened.
It just
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go, and so that's stuck too.
Okay.
And yeah, because you were like, we're just going to call you Tracy K.
Perfect.
Like, all right. All right, that's
And then
cool.
there we go.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history. Well, Joe Labor and Eileen Hix, thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining me
Thank you
this
for having
morning.
us.
Thank
This
you
has
so
been
much.
so much fun. And I'm going to let you two say goodbye because I feel like that's an extra credit.
Oh, my
So you guys
goodness.
can do my sign off
Oh,
for the
my
morning
goodness.
show.
The sign off is I just love you. I love you. I love
Thank
everybody.
you so much for
Thank
having
you.
us on. And we just pray that you continue to do so well in radio.
Yes, and you will.
Because you're a blessing to us.
Yes.
You're a blessing to me. All right. Thank you guys. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. And
Thanks very much for listening. It's Hits 105.5.
there you go. Thank you.